Previously.
Just asked you to organize an attack on Jerome for free? I mean, after all, you are sisters, right?
And the loser will be fired, gone from MHW forever.
Jerome Sharp, a man with great charisma, unrivaled confidence, and most importantly, untapped potential. Jerome Sharp has turned heads since arriving in MHW. But before the spotlight, he was once a loyal member of London's notorious 9-time Drillers, a gang where loyalty meant survival and betrayal was deadly. And one night, they turned on him, leaving Jerome to face the consequences alone. Jerome made a fatal mistake and broke the bro code. A woman he trusted was already with a fellow gang member. Jerome was left beaten, stunned, and alone. His world crumbled in an instant. Jerome was lucky he made it out alive, but now he had to find a new life. Where would he go next? Alone in a foreign land, to a place where a new life and a new challenge awaited. Jerome went to the promised land, the United States of America. A stranger offered him a chance, but it came with a catch. To earn his spot in MHW, Jerome had to pretend to be a kickboxer, relying on skill, cunning, and sheer nerve to make his mark. Funny, fearless, and confrontational, Jerome Sharp's path has never been easy. But even when the lights went out against Lance, when something inside him snapped, one person remained by his side, Amy, the calm in his storm. Jerome Sharp, betrayed by the past, fighting for his future and hiding secrets that could change everything. Who will he become when the darkness fades?
We are proud to present to you Mixed Honor Wrestling, MHW.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mixed Honor Wrestling. We are live. I'm Greg Norton, thrilled to be alongside the Horseman. broadcast on as the crowd is electric and we are ready for a massive night of action.
Here we go. Tonight, the undefeated Russian Alexander takes on the television champion Lance Jones.
Lance had better be saying his prayers tonight. Adam Ball collides with Diego Munoz in a match with big momentum swings on the line.
We have Jerome Sharp taking on Joseph Wright. Jerome still has not won a league match. And our main event, the Olympian Barry Leonard takes on Jeremiah the Truth. That's a war waiting to happen. And we kick things off right now. Let's head to the ring for our opening contest.
Send out the first poor soul. I'm ready.
Well, we're kicking things off with the general manager herself.
Finally, someone respectable is opening the show. Samantha demonstrates honor and credibility, the embodiment of what this company and this brand should strive to be. And look at Adam Ball. That's a dangerous man walking behind her.
Samantha's been at the center of controversy for weeks, and with the league heating up, I can only imagine what she has to say tonight.
You people should be thanking her structure, order, accountability. She's fixing the chaos around here.
They're on their feet, Evans, booing her out of the building. I don't think I've ever seen a general manager enjoy pouring gasoline on the fire quite like Samantha does.
That's called confidence, Greg, something you wouldn't understand. Samantha runs this place. She is the standard.
Well, the air just got a whole lot colder. Samantha's got something on her mind, and that usually spells trouble for somebody.
We are deep into this championship league. And frankly, some of you are embarrassing me. Men who should be thriving, but instead are disappointing me. And while we're talking disappointments, let's talk about Jerome Sharp. A man who's spent 2 weeks throwing tantrums like a child, having his toys taken away, raging, screaming, attacking anything that moves. And speaking of taking things, that fraud Diego Munoz has decided to become a thief. My necklace, Lance Jones's television championship, all mysteriously disappear around the same time I'm solving the Sokolov incident. This is why I've added a new rule to the league, a rule to remind everyone. Actions have consequences. The bottom two at the end of this league will face each other at Crown or Collapse. And the loser will be fired from MHW. Now, before tonight's main event, I'd like to call out someone who still understands discipline. Alexander.
We were about to be graced by Alexander, but instead we've got this fraud, this thief, Diego Munoz.
And here he is, Diego Munoz. He's had a chaotic couple of weeks, but listen to this crowd. They haven't given up on him.
They should. This kid's been a headache wrapped in an apology note. Stole Samantha's necklace, stole Lance Jones' television championship. Tell me why we're applauding that.
He returned both, Evans. He's owning up to the mistakes. That takes guts. And Diego knows what's hanging over him now. Bottom two getting fired. He cannot afford another slip.
Samantha, wait. I didn't mean to steal your necklace. I didn't mean to steal the TV title. I've been trying to explain.
No excuses, not from you. The only thing you've proven lately is that when I give you an opportunity, you sabotage it. You are reckless. You are a cancer to MHW, and you...
Wait, hold on. That's...
Oh, great. Just what this segment needed. Another uninvited hero complex barging in.
And there it is. Hernandez Jr. is in the building. Listen to this place. This crowd loves this man.
Yeah, cheer all you want. Here comes the self-appointed guardian angel of Diego Munoz. Always sticking his nose where it doesn't belong.
Evans Hernandez is doing what real leaders do. He's standing up for a friend who's been overwhelmed. That's called integrity.
Integrity, no, that's called being a problem. Samantha said it weeks ago. Where Hernandez goes, chaos follows.
Samantha, listen, Diego messed up, sure. But don't twist this. He's not a thief. He's not a danger. He's just trying to prove himself. But since we're talking disappointments, last week you said that I was a problem for you. Why am I suddenly a problem too?
You want the truth, Hernandez? You're a problem because every time Diego fails, you drag him right back into the picture. I'm trying to clean this place up, and as long as you are here, Diego will always find a way back in. You're a package deal, and I'm tired of the package. And tonight, Diego, you step into that ring with Adam Ball. and Adam won't disappoint me like the other times, because if Adam does not make the finals, he will be gone from the office. Diego, just try not to get fired at Crown or Collapse. Now hit my music.
Diego versus Adam Ball later tonight, and after that exchange, it's going to be explosive.
How is Adam Ball going to make the finals when Alexander is on 12 points, Barry Leonard is on 10 points, and he is on 2?
Soon, you will be the world champion.
If it isn't Samantha's little shadow still hanging around her chaos, huh?
Oh, Diana, don't act so innocent. You're just here to cheer on your man Joseph, hoping he doesn't trip over that big ego of his in the ring tonight.
Big ego, please. Joseph's focused, unlike your new favorite guy, Jerome. Bet you're worried he might try to get to your precious little family before we do, huh?
Jerome, he's got nothing to prove to me, and he will get over Samantha. Jerome is sharp, clever, and ready to remind everyone he doesn't need a gang, a faction, or a family to make waves.
I like that he's feisty and he's got my vote. Let's see if he can back up all that bravado tonight against Joseph.
Oh, don't worry. He'll make tonight unforgettable. Just don't get too comfortable, Diana. He might surprise you.
Bring it on, Amy. We'll see whose man really makes the difference.
May the best man win, though based on fate, we both know who that's going to be.
Oh, and one more thing. As God is my witness, you will pay for what you did to Samuel.
She didn't forget.
This right here will never be over.
A message delivered loud and clear.
Amy should consider getting agents like Samantha. This is going to be a witch hunt.
The first league match of the night, Adam Ball takes on Diego Munoz.
Both of these men are desperate to get a win. We are in the 5th week of the league, and they both haven't won yet. I can already feel the Office's influence radiating through the arena.
Influence or stench, depends on how you see them.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Seattle, Washington, weighing in at 228 pounds, the Scientist, Adam Ball.
Here comes brilliance incarnate, Adam Ball, flanked by agents 1, 2, and 3, the sharpest minds and strongest muscles in MHW.
More like a walking math problem with too many variables. Those agents always stack the deck.
That's called strategy, Greg.
That's called cheating, Evans.
Listen to this reaction, Greg. The man commands the room the second he steps through the curtain.
The crowd is ready. They're waiting for the heartbeat of Jalisco.
Oh, please, they're waiting for him to get disciplined.
And his opponent from Tala, Jalisco, Mexico, weighing in at 195 pounds, the Prodigy, Diego Munoz.
There it is, the Prodigy. Diego Munoz out with Hernandez Jr. Two men with no fear, all pride, and every reason to fight the Office tonight.
Diego should be fighting the urge to steal again the television title, Samantha's necklace. Diego's a kleptomaniac in knee pads.
That's never been proven.
He was caught on camera.
Allegedly.
Oh, please, Greg. You don't allegedly sprint down a hallway with a championship over your shoulders.
What matters is he brought it back.
Actions have consequences. Tonight, Diego's about to learn that lesson all over again.
Oh, he's about to teach one. The crowd believes in him. Here we go. Adam Ball versus Diego Munoz. A victory here could change everything for Diego, but a loss, it could send him straight into that bottom 2 danger zone.
He already is in the bottom 2, and at Crown or Collapse, the loser gets fired. I love that rule. High stakes breed excellence.
Or exploitation.
Same thing.
But get this. If Adam doesn't finish in the top 2, Samantha said he's out of the Office.
She didn't say it, she declared it. Adam must win. Pressure creates diamonds.
Or cracks.
And remember the unresolved war between Diego Hernandez and the Office. Diego embarrassing Lance Jones, that stunt with the television title. Samantha hasn't forgiven him.
Samantha hasn't forgiven anybody who dares stand up to her.
Good, Greg. They shouldn't be standing.
And don't forget, Hernandez is right there in Diego's corner. That alliance might be the only thing keeping him in one piece tonight.
One piece Greg with Adam and his agents lurking. Diego won't be in one piece for long.
That's what makes this so unpredictable. Every second counts. One misstep and someone's career could be on the line.
Careers, pride, and points. The stakes are higher than ever.
Oh, come on. Agents 1, 2, and 3 are swarming Diego on the floor.
They're just gently helping him reconsider his strategy.
The ref has had enough. He's ejecting 2 agents.
What, that's discrimination against the office.
Wait a minute, what is Adam doing here? Adam just stomped Hernandez. That looked low.
Looked perfectly legal to me. The midsection is a big area.
Diego pops up. Brainbuster out of nowhere.
How?
Diego to the top. Frog splash.
Thank God the ref is fixing the turnbuckle. Wait, what?
Adam kicks out.
This referee needs to be investigated. He was just fixing the turnbuckle.
Adam scoops him. Alabama slam. Cover. Kick out. Another 2 count.
Greg, I have a very bad feeling about tonight.
Uh-oh. Adam lining him up.
Wait, this might change my mind.
Adam is stalking his break. The prescription. He nails it.
Oh, my goodness.
Cover. Kick out. Diego survives.
That should have been 3.
Diego's crawling, refusing to stay down. Adam is going for the sharpshooter. No, Diego kicks him away.
Come on, Adam.
Diego slips to the apron, trying to regroup. Diego springs, Hurricane Rana. No, powerbomb on the mat. Adam has just been on fire tonight. No, Diego survives again.
The Mexican warrior spirit of Diego is kicking in. Something is happening, Greg.
Diego's firing punches, a chop block, Adam's leg buckles.
Where is this never say die attitude coming from?
Diego climbs, drop
Adam
kick.
sidesteps. What precision?
Adam hoists him into a fireman's carry. Look at Diego fighting, scratching, clawing. He will not give up. Not on this night. Diego is picking up momentum. Adam swings and misses. Diego drop kicks him midair. The crowd erupts.
I don't understand what is happening. Diego was dead to rights a minute ago and now is on the verge of kicking Adam out of the office.
Dose. And Trent, the 3 amigos from Diego Munoz.
Cultural pandering.
Diego Munoz is climbing to the top again.
Here we go.
Oh! Splash, he nails it.
My God, Diego has done it.
Hurry, ref. Cover. Adam kicks out again.
Yes, Adam kicks out, barely.
Adam and Diego have shown great heart and courage tonight. Diego hits a Hurricane Rana. Adam is dazed. Diego is climbing the middle rope, going for another one.
Mistake.
Adam counters with a power bomb. Adam scoops him up one more time. Alabama slam again.
An all-time performance.
Cover. No, Diego kicks out again.
Man, I will remember this match for a long time.
Diego counters the sharpshooter and kicks Adam out of the ring.
Diego must be on steroids because he doesn't even look tired.
Springboard crossbody to the floor.
We need to study these countries known for their warrior spirit.
He's setting up something. Oh my God. Brainbuster to the outside floor. Diego rolls Adam inside. Diego climbs to the top again. Adam is hurt.
He's done.
Oh! A third frog splash.
Ref, he's got his feet on the rope.
What the lights?
Who cut the power?
Diego just had this match won.
Oh, now you care about cheating?
Lights back. Adam's covering him.
Yes.
Diego has been screwed.
The scientist did it. His first league win. Justice has been served.
Justice? That was a robbery in the dark. After 3 huge kickouts and that questionable ending.
A win is a win. The office keeps rising.
Questionable Evans. The lights went out like somebody yanked the plug out of the whole arena.
And when they came back on, Adam Ball was simply superior. That's talent.
That's selective vision. Diego had Adam finished before the blackout.
Hypotheticals don't win matches, Greg. Adam does.
It may be so, but tonight won't silence the questions. Not for Adam, not for Samantha, and definitely not for this league.
Cry about it. History books don't include excuses.
But they do include controversy, and this one feels rotten.
What what it feels like is momentum. The Office stacks another win, and Samantha is somewhere smiling.
Here is your winner, the Scientist, Adam Ball.
Adam Ball is announced as the winner. He is beating Diego Munoz in an absolute classic.
He did an all-time performance by the greatest technician MHW has ever seen.
You must be on crack.
What?
And Diego had one of the greatest performances in MHW history. Bravery and determination as you have never seen before.
And look at that, like Diego sits at the bottom, dangerous territory, and Adam 5 points from second place within striking distance.
Well, if Barry Leonard wins his match tonight, Adam Ball will be out of the office.
You know, you've been impressive lately, Alexander. Winning, intimidating, gaining that fan cult you pretend not to notice. But for all your momentum, all your dominance, the one thing still missing is the MHW World Championship. The spot you should occupy.
I do not chase validation from gold.
Of course you don't, neither did Sokolov, and yet, when he stood beside me, he became one of the most feared men in this company. Because together, we didn't chase anything. We took it. You and Sokolov were a weapon, a storm, a rain no one could match, and I did that for him, for you, for the office. I can do it again.
I stand alone. That is enough.
You're doing well, very well, but alone? You're circling the top, never breaking through it. The office can push you past that ceiling, Alexander. Straight to the world title, where you should have been already. So here's what's going to happen. I'm offering you something no one else can. A return to dominance, championships, protection, legacy, 1 week. That's all you get. Make your choice. And if you make the wrong choice, I will make your life a living hell. 1 week.
Oh, wonderful. The hall monitor with no badge. You stalking talent now, or is this machine the suspect tonight?
I'm just thinking about patterns. People walking where they shouldn't, people showing up in places they can't explain, and every time something shady happens, you're nearby.
Listen, Uncle, I'm the television champion. I'm everywhere. Cameras love me, remember?
You benefited from a blackout against Jerome Sharp 2 weeks ago.
It's called a dominant victory. And what are you going to do about it? Sue me?
No. And I mean, based on your unlimited potential, you'll probably end up in the bottom 2 of the league.
Shut your mouth. You know what your problem is? You need a villain so badly you're inventing one. Meanwhile, I have Alexander tonight, a giant, sure, but not sharp enough to outmatch the Wonder.
Alexander doesn't need to outthink you. He just needs one clean shot.
Clean? Nothing about Alexander's clean. Look at him, brute force, zero finesse. I'm going to outclass him like I outclass everyone.
Funny, because when people lie to me, their eyes always move first.
Yeah, whatever. Keep playing detective. I know you're just scared because Alexander threatened you last week. You know what? Right now, you are wasting my time. I've got a league match to win and a title reign to extend.
Can I ask you for a favor?
No.
So this is where monsters brood now, huh? You nearly hospitalized Joseph Wright last week. Big moment for you.
You got a point.
Oh, I've got a theory. Funny thing is, it didn't start with you. I know that motivation merchant Gloria better than anyone else. The whole just believe in yourself, bounce back crap. Emotional. Then the next thing you know, you're making a statement. Coincidence?
She just talked, that's it.
Exactly. See, that's the danger. You don't ask questions. You just act.
I don't need instructions, I don't take orders, and I don't hide behind anyone else's name. What happened to Joseph happened because I chose for it to happen.
All right. Well, just thought I'd check who's really pulling your strings.
Careful, Miles. If you keep looking for someone else to blame, you might give me another reason to act.
Noted. One thing I do know is that Gloria is the most evil human being in MHW. And if anything happens to me, I will come for you, and for her. Great chat, Hannibal.
Up next, league action with massive implications. Alexander goes one-on-one with the MHW television champion. You can feel the tension shift in the building.
Because inevitability just walked into the room.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Moscow, Russia, weighing in at 247 pounds, the Russian Alexander!
There he is, Alexander. No salute, no spectacle, just purpose.
He doesn't play to the crowd, Evans. He never has.
That's because he's not here to be liked. He's here to dominate.
And yet, listen to this reaction. It's not cheers, it's attention.
That's the sound of people recognizing danger.
Alexander has been nearly flawless in this league. Wins, control, consistency.
The only thing missing from his resume, the World Championship.
And Samantha knows it. That's why she keeps hovering around him.
He's the kind of man you want standing next to you, not across from you.
He's developing a cult following without ever asking for one.
Because inevitability doesn't need promotion.
Every step he takes feels deliberate, like he already knows how this night ends.
He's not soaking in the moment, Greg. He's measuring the room.
And when Alexander finally decides it's time, there's nothing anyone can do to stop him. And now, a completely different energy.
A champion who thrives when the rules bend.
Confidence is one thing, Evans, but the league standings tell a different story. Lance is sitting 6th, just 2 points above the danger zone.
He doesn't need the league points. He's got the belt, he's got the swagger, and he's ready to remind everyone why he's champion.
And his opponent from Jacksonville, Florida, weighing in at 230 pounds, the Mixed Honor Wrestling Television Champion, the Wonder Lance Jones.
Here comes the MHW Television Champion, the Wonder Lance Jones.
The confidence never lacking, but tonight confidence might not be enough.
This man knows how to benefit when chaos hits.
You're talking about the blackout against Jerome Sharp.
I'm talking about results.
Let's not ignore the league context. Lance is sitting 6th, 2 points from the bottom.
And that means this isn't about the television title. It's about survival.
One bad night and Lance could be staring at crown or collapse.
He's loud, he's confident, and he's standing across from a man who doesn't blink.
You can see it in Lance's eyes. He knows how close the edge is.
Pressure makes champions, Greg, and Lance's back is against the wall.
Against Alexander, survival isn't about speed or flash. It's about lasting.
And lasting against that man usually comes with a price.
Bell to bell, this might be the most dangerous league match Lance Jones has ever had.
Moments like this define careers.
And for Lance Jones, this one might define his survival.
Survival is for the weak.
Strength versus speed, power versus arrogance.
And one mistake could decide everything.
The Russian Alexander versus the MHW Television Champion Lance Jones. Alexander is locking in the Kimura early. Lance Jones is scrambling.
Smart. You take away Lance's explosiveness. You take away his confidence.
Lance rolling through, desperation kick just to create space. Lance trying to muscle it. No, Alexander shuts it down.
He doesn't need to be flashed. He's just effective.
Back-to-back impact. Lance is getting thrown around this ring.
This is what happens when finesse beats force.
He's got it up. This could be it. Alexander slam.
Granted, that might have broken him in half.
No, Lance Jones kicks out. He almost had it.
Almost isn't enough against greatness.
Alexander pulling him off the ropes. Lance can't protect himself. Forearm across the back. Lance crashes hard. Kick to the gut. Lance is fighting back. He picks him up. Package neck breaker right across the knee. Wait, Alexander's hurt. This might be his opening. Lance is going for the code breaker. Caught!
He just shut down that code breaker attempt like shutting down a laptop. Alexander is programmed to seek and destroy.
Alexander is now just powerbombing Lance Jones. And to be honest, this could continue all night.
He's not done.
A third powerbomb. This is over.
3.
Alexander has done it. A statement has been made. From start to finish, that was Alexander imposing his will.
He dictated everything. Pace, positioning, outcome.
Lance Jones never found a rhythm.
because Alexander took it away.
This wasn't about spectacle, it was about control.
And control wins leagues.
You can see it in Lance's face during these moments of frustration, confusion.
That's what happens when your usual tricks don't work.
For all the confidence, all the swagger, it never turned the tide.
Because Alexander doesn't give you openings, he closes doors.
This league rewards consistency, not charisma.
And Alexander has been the most consistent force in MHW.
This sends a message to the entire league. Alexander isn't just winning, he's separating himself.
You're realizing something uncomfortable.
Here is your winner, the Russian Alexander.
Alexander has beaten the television champion Lance Jones and is set to qualify for the finals if Joseph or Jeremiah don't win tonight.
Greg, you realize Joseph and Jeremiah are facing each other next week. And Barry Leonard faces Jeremiah tonight and Joseph in the last week of the league. Alexander has mathematically qualified for the final.
Gloria, I need to ask you something, and I need an honest answer.
Of course, you know you can ask me anything.
Hannibal Moore. The attack on Joseph last week after his match with Diego. You spoke to Hannibal 2 weeks ago, right before all of this.
I did. He asked me for a favor. Words, not violence. Motivation, that's all I ever give.
And you had nothing to do with what happened to my husband.
Nothing. I would never ask someone to hurt Joseph. He earned his place in this league. He beat Hannibal clean a couple of weeks ago. I respect that.
I want to believe you, but right now, everything around Hannibal feels unfinished.
Hannibal makes his own choices. Whatever darkness he stepped into last week, that wasn't me.
If you're telling the truth, then someone else lit that fuse.
And whoever it was, they won't win by breaking people.
I hope you're right, for everyone's sake.
Funny seeing you back here, Sam. Feels like another lifetime.
Some matches don't age, they just wait.
I still hear it. Paradise kick, sweet chin music, both men down.
The crowd willing us to get back up.
But we had nothing left. Ref hit 10. Draw. Neither of us could stand.
That night made us rivals. It also made us equals.
Now look at this place. Television title, world title, league points.
Different paths, same destination.
Could be you holding gold. Could be me getting another shot after Lance.
And if it's us again?
Well, then this time, someone gets up. Let me ask you something. After the Sokolov match, after everything, why'd you let Amy talk to you like that when you came back?
Because I didn't just lose a match. I lost time, momentum, pride. Sometimes you let people talk, so you remember who you are when they stop.
Then I hope I'm standing across from you when it matters.
So do I.
League action continues. Jerome Sharp versus Joseph Wright. This one has pressure written all over it.
Two men chasing points and surrounded by people who could change everything.
The Jerome Sharp, Joseph Wright, neither man can afford hesitation tonight.
This league doesn't reward patience, it punishes it.
Jerome Sharp has been a thorn in the office's side since day one.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from London, England, weighing in at 220 pounds, Jerome Sharp.
Here comes Jerome Sharp, London-born, relentless and completely unaffiliated.
But not unsupported. Amy by his side again tonight.
She's Samantha's sister, Evans. That alone complicates everything.
Or simplifies it. Amy's not the office, but she's leveraged.
Jerome has made enemies at the top by refusing to bend the knee.
And in this company, that's dangerous.
But it's also earned him respect. The fans believe in him.
Belief doesn't earn points.
Amy hasn't said a word. No encouragement, no distraction.
Which is exactly why she's dangerous. Silence keeps everyone guessing.
You can hear it. The audience is firmly behind him tonight.
Crowds turn fast when results don't follow.
Jerome Sharp betting on himself. No alliances, no protection.
In a locker room full of sharks, that makes him either brave or foolish.
And Amy is watching everything. The office will be watching her.
They always are.
This feels pivotal.
It always does. Right before someone finds out where they really stand.
Amy still stone-faced at ringside, no signals, no reassurance.
Which tells me this isn't emotional support, it's observation.
Sharp understands the stakes. Every second matters in this league.
And every eye is on him, especially the wrong ones.
This is where intent becomes action.
And where belief gets tested.
Because once that bell rings, there's no hiding from who you really are. And now comes a man who brings power, pride, and purpose.
A man who doesn't miss opportunities.
Joseph Wright will be looking to make a statement tonight.
And his opponent from Kampala, Uganda, weighing in at 286 pounds, Joseph Wright.
Joseph Wright is strength personified.
And a man the office has failed to break.
Diana Wright with him tonight, and she knows exactly how dangerous interference can be.
She's been fighting the office for years. She's suspicious for a reason.
This feels personal.
It is.
Neither man looking away. This is raw tension.
Respect mixed with unfinished business.
Joseph Wright built his reputation on endurance.
And Jerome Sharp built his on defiance.
Both men know what's at stake here.
One win changes everything. One loss puts you closer to the bottoms.
And here we go. Jerome Sharp versus Joseph Wright. A win here launches either man into serious contention.
And a loss, you start hearing whispers about crown or collapse.
Joseph and Diana have been constant targets of the office.
Jerome Sharp's refusal to align has made him one too.
Yet Amy stands between those worlds.
She's choosing Jerome tonight, that's a statement.
And that choice puts a spotlight on Amy whether she wants it or not.
Pressure follows association, Greg. Jerome knows exactly what standing alone costs.
Joseph Wright, meanwhile, has never needed shortcuts, just strength and timing.
Which makes him dangerous in a league built on momentum.
Both men testing each other early, no rush, no panic.
That's respect and calculation.
The one mistake here doesn't just lose a match, it shifts the league.
And in this environment, shifts turn into avalanches.
You can feel the tension rising now. Both men picking their moment.
This is where instincts take over. One opening, and that's all it takes.
And Jerome Sharp is watching closely. Jerome Sharp is taking a huge risk. He flies and connects.
Clean moonsault.
Jerome loading up in the corner. Sharp kick incoming.
No, caught in midair. That right there is power meeting timing.
Right answer. No, a huge kick out by Jerome Sharp.
Jerome survives somehow.
Joseph staying relentless, not taking his foot off the gas. Spine buster.
Momentum swinging hard now.
Joseph's got him up. Heel throw. Jerome launched across the ring. 2 count again.
This is slipping away from Jerome. Joseph has shown himself to be a dominant force in recent weeks, but needs the points to back it up.
Oh no, Joseph dragging him up top.
This is dangerous territory.
My God, Joseph Wright has got him up.
Oh!
From the top rope.
Good Lord.
No, my God, Jerome Sharp kicked out of a top rope powerbomb.
How did he kick out?
Joseph lining him up again. Joseph Wright has hit Jerome with everything, but Jerome keeps fighting.
He's up.
Oh! Another right answer.
Joseph may have just ended Jerome's career.
Cover! Three. Where's the 3?
The referee has been knocked out of the ring before the 3 count.
Diana is staring down Amy, who just cost Joseph Wright the victory. So clothesline, Diana takes out Amy. Wait, Hannibal Moore, what is he doing out here?
He's taking out Joseph Wright. That's not part of this match.
He's not done. HR driver, Joseph is out. This has descended into absolute chaos.
Hannibal standing over the wreckage.
Joseph Wright is laid out.
Jerome staring at Amy, Amy staring at Hannibal.
And who won the match?
Different energy out here.
Yeah, it feels like decisions get heavier when there's no roof.
I heard something. The office came to you.
250,000.
They don't offer that unless they're buying silence or obedience.
They wanted both.
And
I said no.
good, because once they own you, they never let go.
That's the thing. They didn't leave it at no.
What do you mean?
They said if I didn't sign, they make sure someone close to me paid for it.
Tonight?
I don't know when, but they made it clear it won't be just me.
From Beijing, mainland China, Lei Zhang, known worldwide as Thunderstorm, 6'6", 282 pounds, a striker forged in full contact systems, where mercy is weakness and endurance is survival. And from Mumbai, India, Arjun the Tiger, Ray, 6'6", 279 pounds, a hybrid powerhouse shaped by combat sport, discipline, and raw aggression. A man who hunts pressure. They weren't brought here for contracts. They were brought here for collision. Pain demanded sparring partners who don't flinch. Men who test limits, not egos. Lei Zhang and Arjun Ray aren't here to impress. They're here to expose. And behind it all, Samantha's vision expands. MHW is no longer regional. It's global. Talent without borders. Violence without translation. When the world starts watching, only the strongest will survive.
No wasted movement, no hesitation. That's what real pressure looks like. We will find out who the real ass kickers are in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Here it is, the final chapter tonight. Barry Leonard, Jeremiah the Truth.
This isn't just a match graphic, this is a crossroads. You can feel the tension settle.
The crowd knows what's coming.
Barry Leonard represents structure, discipline, control.
An Olympian through and through, trained to peak under pressure.
He doesn't panic, he adjusts.
And in a league format, that's deadly.
Every match to him is a calculation. What to give, what to take, what to save.
He's not chasing moments, he's building outcomes.
And that mindset is exactly why Barry Leonard is dangerous as this league tightens.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Sioux City, Iowa, weighing in at 241 pounds, the Olympian Barry Leonard.
Look at Barry Leonard. He's already locked in. This is the new standard now.
That's years of discipline showing itself.
He doesn't need the noise. He doesn't need the moment.
Because he trusts the work.
Every step deliberate, every breath controlled.
This is how Olympians are trained. Eliminate distraction.
Barry Leonard isn't here to steal a spotlight.
He's here to earn respect the hard way.
No wasted movement.
No wasted opportunity.
He understands the league better than most.
And that understanding might take him all the way to the finals.
Different kind of pressure for Jeremiah.
Kind that tests belief.
Jeremiah the Truth, built on perseverance.
Every time the office tried to bend him, he pushed back.
He's taken the long road.
And somehow he's still standing.
And his opponent from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 204 pounds, Jeremiah.
Listen to this reaction.
This is respect, sir, not bought.
But the office wave money, influence, power.
And Jeremiah walked away from all of it.
He chose principle over profit.
That choice doesn't make things easier.
But it makes nights like this mean more.
And now he has to prove it counts.
Because belief won't win a league.
Only results will.
And tonight, results come against one of the most disciplined competitors in this league.
No shortcuts, no favors.
Just truth versus excellence.
And that bell's about to tell us which one holds up. Respect acknowledged.
But once the bell rings and it's survival, the Olympic gold medalist Barry Leonard versus Jeremiah the Truth. And here we go. A win tonight keeps Barry Leonard firmly in the title conversation.
And a loss, minimal damage for him.
But for Jeremiah,
it's far more dangerous.
The office has tried to destabilize him.
And tonight he has to fight through that noise.
Barry Leonard has avoided chaos all season.
And chaos has followed Jeremiah everywhere.
Two philosophies colliding.
Order versus conviction.
And that conviction has been forged through pressure.
Pressure from the office, pressure from friendships, pressure from expectation.
Jeremiah knows every point matters in this league.
But Barry Leonard's playing the long game.
He doesn't chase moments.
He engineers outcomes.
And if Jeremiah gets reckless,
Barry will punish every mistake.
This isn't about heart.
It's about execution.
And execution under pressure defines champions.
Barry Leonard thrives when the variables are controlled.
Jeremiah thrives when everything is against him.
One of those approaches breaks tonight.
And when it does,
we'll find out who truly belongs at the top of this league.
Jeremiah sees an opening.
Barry Leonard is in trouble.
Barry Leonard struggling to his feet. The truth driller, he connects with authority, and that could be enough. No, Barry Leonard kicks out.
Inches from being pinned right there.
This is what determination looks like. And Barry fires back, knocks him down again, and now he lifts him, slams Jeremiah down to the canvas. Experience showing itself. He's refusing to let momentum slip.
Barry's resetting the pace. This is his match to control now.
And he's proven why the league's top spots aren't given, they're earned. Barry's thinking big and lifts him up to the top turnbuckle.
This is dangerous. He's aiming high.
Oh my God, Barry Leonard going all in.
Wow.
Olympic slam from the top rope.
It's over.
Wait, Barry's not going for the cover.
Barry Leonard is about to make a statement.
He's transitioning into the ankle lock.
Locked in deep. Jeremiah has nowhere to go.
Jeremiah is digging deep, but he can't escape. He taps and it's over. Jeremiah taps out. Barry Leonard stayed calm on the fire, turned it around to get a huge victory, heading into crown or collapse.
Jeremiah gave everything, but composure in a league matters more than heart alone.
This win could change the trajectory of the league standings.
But in a league format, composure counts as much as courage. Barry's proving he can think 2 steps ahead.
Jeremiah gave everything he had tonight. No hesitation, full intensity.
This isn't just a win, it's a statement. Barry's showing he can dominate when it matters most.
Every point is crucial in this league.
Here is your winner, the Olympian Barry Leonard.
The Olympian continues his march through the league. What a performance.
Look at the resolve on his face. Every point mattered, and he delivered when it counted most.
Barry Leonard now sits just 2 points behind Alexander at the top of the table.
With only 2 matches left, this could be decisive for the finals.
There's the league leader himself. Alexander shakes hands with Barry Leonard. Whoa, respect shown.